YTBC, what's the deal? Now, let me give a shout out to IFL TV, and they came out with this Tyson Fury admits to being dropped in sparring 3 times and blattered by a light heavyweight from Belgium. Okay. Now, whether this is true or not, I guess we can all sit here and speculate about it. Gym wars are gym wars, okay? So if this did happen, I mean, it's a gym war. I mean, that's what sparring's all about. A lot of guys get dropped in sparring, get hurt. Sometimes you got to stop a sparring session. Certain things happen, okay? So from the looks of it, Tyson Fury did get busted up in the eye area above his right eye. Got a little cut, little nick up there, and his eye looks a little bruised and red and black. So obviously, you know, he was getting pieced up a little bit. We know that he's very out of shape. I think he was saying he was close to 320 pounds. I don't know if he was close to that weight, but when he took his shirt off, he did look pretty out of shape at the press conference. Okay, so, but when he says it was a light heavyweight from Belgium, not say that, that couldn't have happened, but I was just thinking now, is this guy from Belgium? Belgium, is he a, heavyweight that fights in that country? Or is he just a light heavyweight that from somewhere else and he just lives in Belgium? So I went on to BoxRec and I was like, man, maybe one of these little young dudes did piece him up. He said it was a young guy, so I went to BoxRec and I looked, and I went to Belgium, and they just have 7 guys out of that country rated. Okay. So I'm looking at their ages to look for some young guy, and the youngest guy I see on the list is he's number 3, according to BoxRec, Mark De Bonte, and he's 26 years old. He has a record of 8-2. Okay. I looked at his resume, and 7 of his 8 wins were against guys that had losing records, and his 2 losses were the guys with winning records. Nothing against Mark De Bonte. I'm not, trying to discredit the young fella, but I'm just looking for this guy that went and pieced up Tyson Fury. That's a light heavyweight from Belgium. These other guys wouldn't be considered young. 39 years old, 37, 35, 31, 41, 30. All those guys are older than Fury. You can go to BoxRec and look these guys up. So, I mean, I went deep with this, and then I even went and was like, okay, maybe it's some hot shot light heavyweight prospect that that I'm sleep on that I've never heard of. So I went to the AIBA rankings and looked at the 81 kilograms, look at the top fighters at that weight class, which is, I believe, 178 in the amateurs, so light heavyweight. Looked at the top 39 and not one guy from Belgium, at least according to their rankings. So I don't know, man. I don't know who this guy is. If that's the case, I know Robert Helenius, who just lost to Johan Duhaupas. I just seen that article that he decided to go with the Fury camp over the Vladimir Klitschko camp, but he did also say there's a possibility he will switch over to the Klitschko camp in June, as he works his way back into contender, contention. Robert Helenius, that is, and like I said, he just, he had a knockout loss to Johan Duhaupas, so I know he is in the Fury camp, so it could have been Robert Helenius, maybe in a sparring session, him and Fury sat down on some shots and, decided to go to war with him. I could see Helenius, a big guy like that, catching him. And this is all speculation. I mean, hell, Tyson Fury said it was a light heavyweight from Belgium. So, but at the same time, he could be trolling, man. This is the same guy that dressed up like Batman during a press conference. This is the same guy that, will flip over a table at the press conference and walk out. This is the same guy that, what did he say about, he said some crazy stuff about Anthony Joshua a few weeks ago, saying that he would, man, I don't even feel comfortable saying it, but saying that him and, he would rather have Anthony Joshua's, what. He just says the most outlandish things, man, and it's hard to take him serious sometimes. But, even if he was getting pieced up by a light heavyweight from Belgium, at the end of the day, he did beat Vladimir Klitschko the first time. So whether he's out of shape or he's getting pieced up in sparring right now, he does have a win over Klitschko. But at the same time, though, that was a focus, 248 pound. I forgot how much he weighed on fight night, 247 or something like that, 248. Focus Tyson Fury. It wasn't an out of shape, overweight Tyson Fury. So if that version of Tyson Fury shows up that's, out of shape and overweight, I think he's getting beat. I do believe he does have to be in shape. He is going to have to be in shape to beat Vladimir. Stylistically, yes, he has a style, but he has to be in shape to carry out that style during the fight, which is moving, using his jab, tying up when he has to. He has to be just as strong, if not stronger, in this rematch. And to me, he's still in the prime of his life, his career. So it's just Tyson Fury being Tyson Fury, man. I mean, obviously he was getting pieced up. You could look at his face, but do I believe he got dropped 3 times? And for some of you that might say, well, Stephen Cunningham put him down. Yeah, well, Stephen Cunningham's a cruiserweight, and he was a world champion at cruiserweight, man. People keep bringing that up. It's like, yeah, and I understand Cunningham isn't a known KO artist, but he's a strong, durable guy that can punch, man. I mean, he can, if he hits you right, he can knock you down. And the dude's a world champion, man. He comes from world champion pedigree. So as far as this, and that's another thing. Just Fury has very good sparring partners. He spars with Huey, and his last training camp for Vladimir Klitschko, he had Nick Asbury and Cassius Chaney, 2 up-and-coming heavyweights from the United States who I've done prospect watch videos on. Athletic guys. Chaney's rangy. He's a tall, rangy guy. Asbury, a tall, big guy, strong, muscular built guy. So if Fury did get pieced up, it was most likely by another heavyweight. But if he says, it was a light heavyweight from Belgium, okay, it was a light heavyweight from Belgium. I just don't know who it is, who this young guy is who pieced him up. Just my thoughts on this. YT.